Welcome back to another edition of Metal Album Warfares here on Metal Ben's Chronicles. And we got a great episode coming up for you today on this Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. But before we get into it, first off, I found a new metal YouTube channel on here today. Well, they've been around, I think, for probably a year or so, called Thralls of Metal. That's right, I was checking out some of their videos today. Definitely subscribe to that channel with awesome content. You won't be disappointed if you're into metal, obviously. Okay, now on with the episode. Well, what the hell kind of a YouTube channel would this be? A metal YouTube channel would this be if I didn't talk about the 40th birthday of two iconic albums? And we're going to put these two iconic albums up against each other to see which one is the better album. I'm talking about, of course, the debut album by Iron Maiden. Came out on April 14th, 1980. And it's going to go up against, also came out on April 14th, 1980. I'm talking about Judas Priest with their 6th studio album, British Steel. Man, iconic stuff here. Legendary, highly influential heavy metal albums, indeed. Anyways, the track listings vary on both of these albums depending on which versions you have. So I'm going to do the track listing in the order they are on these CDs. So if it confuses some people, hey man, it is what it is. So, to begin the debut album by Iron Maiden, we got Prowler. You know, and one of the two albums to feature Paul Di'Anno on lead vocals, by the way, who has a much more grittier, punkier edge to it. And Prowler has that punky type of vibe going on in this track. Very good opener. Versus Rapid Fire from British Steel. Pretty fast-paced proto-speed metal type of track by Judas Priest. I love both tracks. I think both are excellent intros to albums and album openers. But I'm going with Prowler off the debut album by Iron Maiden. So up next, now some versions don't even have this in this listing, so if it confuses you, I apologize. But we got Sanctuary from the debut Iron Maiden album versus Metal Gods. I'll tell you what, man, I'm going with Metal Gods for this one. Not that Sanctuary is a bad track. I do like Sanctuary. It's a fast-paced, again, another punkier type of tune for Iron Maiden. But it's really good stuff. But I'm going to have to go with Metal Gods for this one, so we're tied at 1. Okay, up next we got Remember Tomorrow. Epic Iron Maiden tracks, one of Iron Maiden's earliest epics, obviously, versus Breaking the Law, which I definitely don't need to hear that song again, so I don't even go to talk about Breaking the Law because everybody knows it. Beavis and Butthead made it pretty damn famous back in the 1990s. I'm going with Remember Tomorrow. Just because I'm sick of hearing Breaking the Law. Okay, so now we got Running Free versus Grinder. You know, Running Free is a good tune too. I do like Running Free, but I think I like Grinder better. I think Grinder has a cool riff, you know. So, hey man, so far we're tied. Grinder it is. Then we got another epic. Phantom of the Opera from the debut Iron Maiden album versus United. By far, Phantom of the Opera is going to take this one. Yeah, United, it's antithetic, but it would definitely be probably the weakest track off of here, to be honest. So, I'm giving the edge to Phantom of the Opera, one of my all-time favorite Iron Maiden tracks. Just an excellent tune. Okay, so then we got Transylvania, the instrumental from the first Iron Maiden album, versus Living After Midnight. Again, Living After Midnight to me suffers from being overplayed. I've heard it way too many times. So I'm giving the edge to Transylvania. By far, Transylvania is taking this one. So the debut Iron Maiden album is ahead. Okay, after this we got Strange World. You know, Strange World's a kind of an odd track for Iron Maiden. It's really Pink Floyd sounding. Like the guitar solos kind of remind me of David Gilmour. It's a different kind of Iron Maiden track, and it's going up against You Don't Have to Be Old to Be Wise off of British Steel. Man, I'm gonna have to go with You Don't Have to Be Old to Be Wise to tie it up. I think it ties it up again. Okay, so then we got Charlotte the Harlot versus The Rage. Charlotte the Harlot versus The Rage. Ooh. This is a tough one. But I'm gonna pick one. I'm going with The Rage. I'm going with The Rage. I think The Rage is an excellent Judas Priest track. One of the only few tracks that has a bass intro from Ann Hill in it. Hard to believe. And the last two tracks. We got the self-titled track Iron Maiden versus Stiller. Very underrated Judas Priest track. I'm going with Stiller. Holy crap, I think British Steel might have took this. Let's find out here, okay. So... Holy crap, I'm shocked. I honestly thought the debut album by Iron Maiden would win, but no. Holy crap. British Steel beat out the first Iron Maiden album. Whew. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. We're only doing this for fun. You know how it goes. Both are killer albums. Definitely let me know which album you like the best. Honestly, you know, these are both great, like I said. Alright, stay tuned for some more Metal Album Warfares. And happy 40th birthday to these classic heavy metal gems.